Jezebel, come on. I can't stream if you don't get off my mouse. Here, let me make some space for your girl. How about that? I mostly need my mouse. I need like, okay, all right. Just trying to open my OBS here. Say hi to the people. Hello, hi everyone. It's me. Start responding to Eduardo on Dungeon Alchemist. Hey there to my Kick viewers. Hey there to my Twitch viewers. Okay, how's everybody doing? What's up? What's going on? Got some slurpies. I figured to you and yours, and like I'm making maps, so I might as well have some coffee. Power. Get the manager up. Get both my managers up because I figured out a hacksy way to manage my kick chat. However, it's still it's like two screens, so like I have to flip it to look. So I have to still have intention when I look, but keep the kick up first and check the Twitch in due time. Pause you. Stop opening you. There we are. Okay. Oh, what's another thing I should do? Save my bandwidths. Shut off my Riot client. Dang Rito client always trying to stop chewing on my cords. You get bopped. Stop! Stop it! I said you could lay here. I didn't say you could be destructive. I have a younger cat for that. Jeez. Blowing up all my stuff. You good? Hey there, we got another viewer on Kick. Bear with me here. I'm just like the setup was ready. My cat just isn't used to this time streaming, so they're like, "No, snuggle with me." And I'm just like, "No, data's got to work." So, let's let data work. Uh Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to wherever you are. I am the Caretographer, and this is a new thing that I'm doing. Free Maps Friday with the Caretographer. So essentially, I'll be looking to you all, my viewers, for ideas of what to do for this next free map that I'll be putting on my page. If we can't come up with ideas, then I think I'll just continue with the roads that I've been making, and maybe y'all can just help me with some biome ideas or some featured ideas on the roads. Or if we come up with a cool idea that's feasible, I would love to make something with the community and then release it for the community to use at their own discretion, whether it's for a campaign, for a one shot, for um, a module that you've been building and it works well, what have you. So let's see. It's my new office that I'll be making, but today, oh, I need to make a new map. So let me actually do some research before let me do some office stuff. Jezebel, you are a darling. Thanks for putting your butt on my mouse hand. I appreciate. Yeah, appreciate you so much. What are you, hot? I offered you to go outside where it's cool. I don't think that's the this girly. Well, don't get mad at me. I literally gave you space to sit. Ow. Alright, now I'm getting upset because you're getting mean and clawing. And data is my only place for a mouse. Damn cat. And they won't sit on my lap. Those are gone. They just want to sit in my way. It's weird. It's very weird to me. These cats. It's almost like they're just a nuisance. Nothing more. Ugh. It's Totilata. Let's make him a new river PNG. So you'll get to see me use a transcribed image. I don't know the right word maybe, but transposed image. There we go. Maybe that's what it is. That's what I'm looking for. To make a map. Let me go back and look at that real quick. I don't know why I skipped that. I gotta count the squares on it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, 22. I don't like weird numbers. Like, why wouldn't you just make it 20 and just like, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55 by 22. Weird number. Well, I'm going to do 25 by 55. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll give you a couple bonus tiles for my big time client here. All right. Okay, so OBS, switch it. Boom, bam. New map. Width 55, height 25. We said for the bonus. We can just do forest. We can get a bunch more options in forest. Flat. Evergreen, no broadleaf clearing. Water, a river. We will use auto generation for this because we're trying to make it quick for my friend at a reasonable price. Boom. It made the river the wrong way. Like, why do I even bother? This is why I just make the whole map myself. Like, why even bother? Just like, you know, I'd rather have a flat canvas that I don't have to like rework like this. But it's not really the biggest of deals. It really isn't. Clear water. Before we go any further, let us trace overlay. Go into my clients folder. Get our river photo. There we are. I'm sad. I should have put grids up. Like I said, it doesn't really matter the grids, to be honest. Just stick this in the middle-ish. And it's really just for like the shape of the flow of the river. So it looks like it fits the image of what they wanted. So we'll go back, got our overlay. Let's see what the grid looks like. Let's get a measure out. 25 would mean halfway is this one right here. So yeah, it's right in the middle. I got a good eye. The old Caretographer do. Okay. big swoop right through the middle. We'll get in closer and we'll. So I try to do this stuff really quick because this stuff really doesn't matter. This can be anything. Like the river can look like anything really. You know, like I could just make a nice looking river, but I like to try to emulate what is given. So they said they gave me a map of a river that I'm using as this overlay, which you see here. And I'm just trying to, again, emulate it as best I can. So that way they see it and it's almost like they took what they wanted and they upgraded it. I'm struggling seeing the map over here. There we are. Kind of see it now. There we are. Let's see. Yeah, and then just like this is the thing with like the clearing and stuff. It's like I'm just gonna have to move all those trees, so I might as well just like delete them and place them myself. Because I can't see anything when it's like this. I can't distribute evenly. Maybe I don't like that idea. Maybe I'll just like do my old classic, just like remove some and just like replace it. I think that's probably fair. And then let's get rid of our overlay. Oh, actually, let's not get rid of it yet because I do have some rock symbols here. So I just put something down as a marker. For some of these rocks that are pretty just the important rocks. Well, it's very clear to me that they took this map and doubled it now. I see these things. So someone had taken a single river map and made it a double river map to make it a longer river map. But you know, it isn't the worst things. I've been there, done exactly that. Okay, so now that we've done that, the trees, I'm just going to make the forest look like a good forest. I think that's my plan. I don't think it needs to have the trees specific to where they actually are. Sleepy, sleepy. Let's get rid of this grid here. There's not going to be any growth underneath this river, so let's just get our colors right. I've been bamboozled. I did it again. I think the forest gives me a lot of options, and it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it might be the meadow. Which, like, this is my thing, right? It's like, you have the meadow, which literally has, like, 80% of the same brushes. Like, I don't know where... I love the concept of what they're making with this, I think, was more along the lines of they thought less artists would enjoy their tool, and they thought they had to make like a convenient tool for dungeon masters who didn't want to be artists, or wanted to do a little work but not all the work, right? um, but like what they got was a community full of freaking geeks and nerds who just love dropping assets onto a map and who are willing to make more maps than they are ready to even use, um, like me, currently am playing zero Dungeons and Dragons games or role playing games. Everything's been canceled or hiatus over the summer here. I'm working on a lot of projects and stuff, so it's not like I'm not doing D&D stuff. I definitely am. It's just a lot more homebrewing and working and to the table type stuff. not so much actually playing or like using my maps. But like the last game I was in, I totally was playing with a buddy, and they had whipped up something on Google Draw, and they started describing the encounter. Someone got pulled away from the table. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like 15 minutes at least until we start this fight. Like I guarantee it's 15 minutes until my DM says initiative. So I was like, start timer. I'm taking this Google Draw map and I'm turning it into an actual map. I know what the scene is. I know where things should be. It just needs to be an open little battle map. Boom, 25 by 25. Busted it out in like 5 minutes, and everybody was blown away. And I'm just like, yeah, Dungeon Alchemist does most of the work there, you know. But it was a completely handmade map, just all the assets are there, ready and loaded. Okay, so there are stumps on this map, so we will do the stumps. Okay, so I'm gonna smooth in, make the river a bit smaller, and do the beach here like it has. Ah, I don't have sand. I could use this, but that's a weird look in my opinion. Dry dirt next to the river, I think we're gonna sadly scratch and the snaky river again. All right, so I think we're just gonna have to redo what we did, and like this is stuff that I'm just like I'm not gonna. This is stuff that you don't charge your customer for. There we go. Sand. Yeah, it's grasslands I want to be in. So look at all these options. You get grass, you get dry dirt, you get regular dirt, you get that one rock. Like you get all the same options you get from forest, just like more. Um, so it's not. It's pretty weird that they were like, oh, this is like a gate that we want to put up, right? Like I thought it was a weird restriction. And there's several of us that are just like, just let us free the brushes, just give us one big palette and let us use whatever, because like I might be having a meadow map that turns into a dark graveyard that has piles of bones in it, right? But everything around it is a meadow because the accursed ground is what causes the death, but everything around it is fine. Maybe there's an artifact in the middle of my temple, right? So it's like there's so many. That took me half a second to think of an idea that would require me to want to use the bone brush and get in there. Overlay, do this again. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, back to here, back to here, back to clear water. I seen a bad moon rising. I seen trouble on the way. Don't go around tonight, or you're bound to lose your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. That's probably like my biggest like sadness about streaming is like the DMCA free stuff and like the copyright free stuff and like I love music and I love singing and it's like one of the best ways for me to like occupy my brain, especially when I'm doing stuff like this. Um, so I just dig the neural stimulation of a little music, a little boogie. Totally forgot that that's a button. Um, and just like gives me a vibe. I love the chill tavern music and baroque type musics for sure. Um, I really love this new channel that we're listening to right now, which is Medieval Lo-Fi. Go check them out. They have a huge list of medieval esque like lo-fi beats, like great for studying or just chilling or homebrewing. Um, and I came to find that they're all DMCA free as well. So I was like, oh, that's dope. So I know there's some stumps out here. I just can't see them. Let me go to my overlay, and I believe I can turn up its opacity. Yeah. Oh no, delete this one. Take this one. There we go. And this map is mostly to scale, so it's like I'm gonna try and like scale these stumps up. I know they're all the same. But maybe make two different sizes. And these are mimicked, so I'm going to do my own in similar areas. We'll just say we'll do a group of two. Like here and here. Let's switch those. Put the smaller tree next to the river. Bigger tree here. Okay. And you know what? Let's keep going with the emulation. You know, we're just gonna do the whole map ourselves because I should have done this to begin with. Um, and we're just going to go boop, bop, beep, boop, bop, and a deep doop, bleep, bop, beep. Come with this one, bow, 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 bow. One orange tree. I'll do this off orange. I gotta turn this opacity down. I'll put it here, and I'll put another one there-ish. Okay, and the rest will just be me and what I want to do. Let me just come in here and turn this down a bit so I can see where my trees are. Okay. And some of these are hard to tell if I have a tree in them. Yeah, not bad so far. Okay. What we're gonna do a dark base with sand over the top of it. Sand and sediment, and then I'll do like a couple little build-ups of the sediment. Probably like where the rocks are. Pretty easy, like calling cards for where you should be putting build up, whether it be moss, dirt, sediment, you know, whatever you're really building. Things tend to build up on large rocks. Stuff like that, in that sense. Okay. Let's So the way I like doing the side of the water, smooth it down, and then grab pretty much like the lowest possible piece you can after you smooth it. Actually, that doesn't matter because I'm gonna come and do this. I'm just gonna come in and just ring it back. This is all gonna become my beach, kind of. Shooting across. Okay, water brush again. And see, I just like leave myself a little edge there. That's all I'm trying to do. Essentially, like cut that brush that the width of that brush I just ran in half. Oh, it's sad. I just lost a rock. And so now what I got is a small little piece of flatness, and it like terraces down. See? Let me do a little bit more here. Did you? And it leaves us like a little edge, river's edge almost. I'm gonna take a 5-minute. I'm gonna put some shorts on. It's hot. It's got that like late night hotness all of a sudden. Like I stopped drinking coffee 20 minutes ago. Oh, don't mind me. I'll be there in a second. Okay. Sand time. And you can see the little edge that I'm working with. It pops up. Okay. Yeah, I don't like it. Let me continue with my texture so everything's the same texture. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Um. It doesn't make sense for it to be sand. Oh, whoops. I overwrit my own save files. Oh well. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm a clown and I should be using this lighter dirt underneath because it matches the sand a bit better. I stop worrying so much, and nice, yeah, the dark dirt gives it some texture down there too. I also have a water animation from Asmodeus that they have put out for us so kindly to be using. So I will be getting to use that so I can offer this as an animated map to my client. Super excited about that. Thank you, Asmo. Lots of shout outs. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Um, do I like that texture? No, I don't. Let's keep it sand. Let's get my little sandy ridge here. This is what we call line work, in my opinion. As we are just, all we're doing is trying to get that little shadow line to appear. So you can very clearly see the edge of the river. Need more sand over here. Okay. That shouldn't appear as hard over here because this is the other side of the lighting of the map. So there's no shadow being drawn. Still gonna put it. It's a little skinny there, we don't like that. Just like getting out any kinks. Okay. There's a couple spots we need to embellish. I think there's some pretty thick brush. But I kind of like most of it. Let's try to keep most of it. Let's just try to do some random logs and stuff. Stumps always get dropped into the ground a little bit. Always, in my opinion. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Give them all a little home. Give them a little moss on the northern side. One more. It's not coming up. Okay. Two more here. Same drill. Okay. Um. Nice. This is what I was hoping would happen. There's a lot of times. It doesn't always. Like, you see how it puts some flowers for me? It doesn't always put the flowers out there when you do this, when you change it to grass off the forest color. So a lot of times just what I'm doing here is trying to just like fill in the voids with the grass brush. The spots that don't have all this brush, because I like this like over clearing. It's like a lot of auto-generated plants that I don't want to get rid of. I want to keep them because it's just like that forest filler, that is very real. Right? Yeah. Fill that in. So there's just like some random patches, a brush. Do the same thing down here. What do we think? What do we think? hoping I get some people in here, get some ideas going. There was a time when I had quite a few homebrewers in here, but I don't know where they all gone. I guess they don't like my map content. They like the world that I was building. I mean, Daggerford was fun. Maybe they just like to ask the questions. You can still ask questions. Probably have an easier time answering your questions now because I'm not currently working on my homebrew right now. It's been brewed. So I'm just waiting for the time and headspace to make the assets and make it a reality. I want to do my first goal of making a full module first. It's very important to me that I finish the module. And then once the module is finished, I'll have the time and space to go and get jiggy with my Daggerford campaign. I need to make a few maps for it, and I have a few ideas of how I want to launch it. I think I'm going to launch it in a series of one-shots, so kind of like an advertisement, if you will, like come play a one-shot of my world, of my homebrew. You can present people with a job board quest, but give them an open world experience as they play, see just where they go and what they do, and then find people that want to do that, on a weekly basis, and then fill it up with people who enjoy playing, in that Daggerford scenario, that setting. Let's see. Beautiful rock. I have to go grab my favorite rock. This rock looks so good no matter where you put it. I always try to stack them up in a manner in which they don't look the same as the ones behind them. You could beach rock. Actually, I'm not going to be using this anywhere else, so maybe I can use this lighter color of the water, of the rocks not in the water. Um, okay. There aren't that many white rocks. Guess this works as a rock. Definitely works as a rock. And one more so we can repeat. Actually, let's do a rock sandwich. Rock sandwich. Alright, alright. We haven't gotten into the fun stuff yet. Let us experiment with We need mushrooms. Okay. Let's see what nature. Stumps, undo. Just gonna have to do our own nature. Some random rocks of my own. And with rocks as well, when they're up here, I just sink them down a little bit. That's fine. Just filling up the forest, you know, giving it some life. Scaling randomness, no random, scale average here. A red patch. I'm fine with that. Okay. So you notice, I'll do the stumps myself. You notice that I'm putting most of my mushrooms in this little like northeastern I should say, little pocket of the trees, and only putting them off the grass and on the little dirty patches I have here, you know, like in the forest. You ask why cartographer? Why do you do this? Because mushrooms normally, just like moss, grow on that northern side, northeast. Because depending on how like the woods are angled, or the trees, or how the sun actually hits things, will determine how much like morning sun it gets. But a lot of morning areas, like the eastern side, where the sun rises in the east, right? A lot of those morning areas are cooler than, I keep typing morning because my brain's saying it, mushroom, are cooler because the morning sun is soft. And give all my stumps these cool little intentional little brown mushroom get ups. Yeah. Why? I don't know. Because maybe these mushrooms like uh, decaying wood. Maybe that's the jazz they're into. There's some secret flavor to the decaying wood that makes these mushrooms say, "Hey, this brings us life, and we want to." So like this map could have, if I wanted to take it easy and not make it look good, I could have been done half hour ago easy. But I gotta take two of these and put them together now. And the random gen just gives you all the same rocks. Like, come on, yo, give me some gen. I'll use my favorite rock. Oh yeah, it's horrible. Oh gosh. Use my favorite rock again. A bit smaller. Turn it around. I need more rock shapes. Who's with me for fun with rocks, Patch? Hmm? Who's out there? Can you get a fun with rocks in the chat? No one's out there. Just kidding. Talking to myself. The funny thing is I've talked to myself my entire life, so now I just do it verbally. I don't think it needs much else. Oh, tree branches. Derp derp. Some dead branches. I always try to do my best to like make new shapes, and I make this joke frequently. I'll make the joke again. Um, is like how many shapes can you make from the same shape, And the answer is a lot. 'Cause you can make a lot of new shapes from the same shape. If you hide certain pieces, if we could flip things back and forth, I'd have twice as many new things. So just some branches, and we'll throw a couple out in the open. I'll put a log next to it. I'll keep branching, keep branching. Ferns. I love doing little fern patches like this. My absolute favorite. They're one of my favorite things in nature, and they're one of my favorite things to make. Okay. Ferns like to grow on the other side of trees, which is the sunny side. Ferns like sun. You can find them in like big open patches. Um, like say if a tree falls in the woods, does anybody hear it? No, but Caretographer knows what happens to that space, which is ferns will fill it. All that extra sunlight provides ample space and sunlight for the ferns to grow. I believe they need a decent amount of moisture. I'm not 100% sure on that. Some scattered ferns. No, there's like grass out there. Yeah, I don't think it needs anything else. You can hear me now, though, right, Lo? Should be able to hear me. Check your OBS. Yeah, you can hear me. Is there anything else on this? Oh, let me do the trees. Well, the trees are fine, I guess. I guess I could do some greenery on the beach. Some patching. Yeah, that's where it's at. Yes. Let's get rid of these flowers that are out here. But other than that, I kind of like the random generation it's given me there. Okay, and a little bit back. The edge. Zhong, zhong. I feel like I need to go and fix the Oh my gosh. Just get rid of the rows. What's a cartographer got to do? Come on, you two. And your friends. No roses on the shore. No roses on the seashore. Hard grass. Hardy, heavy, hardcore grass. Oh gosh, no, undo, undo. Little tiny baby grass. Hmm. Better idea. There we are. Thank you very much, Lo. Thank you very much. How's your work endeavors coming along, my friend? Fellow creator. We'll be playtesting the new module soon. If you or anybody else is interested, I will require participants. And that is a Caretographer rendition. And I'll show y'all the start to finish. So that's the map we started with. Oh, that's just Patreon. I should figure out who that is. I want to give them a shout out. I'm gonna take this photo and bring it over to what's it called? Flip it over in GIMP. But yeah, so this is essentially the map that I was given by my client, which appears to be two river maps they found online stitched together. And then this is what I've made from it. File, save as river. Oh no, don't save it as .png. Just save it as a PNG. Actually, to save it as a damn file, export. Image only, ortho top down, 72 quality, no borders. Export. or JPEG. Export video export, video MP4, ortho top down, only 72 export. Riva. Question is, when they do the web MP4, how long is the video export? That is the question. I run the stream managers on my phone, and it's like for some reason it doesn't even like work anymore. It just doesn't even like register the chat exists. Let's pop out here and let's check. Hey Ricky, what's up? How's everybody doing? The old Caretographer just pumped out a beautiful map. My client. Oh, it does a 30-second clip. Cool. Awesome. All right. So the plan is I'm gonna release the let's go to my office here. I'm gonna release the non-animated map for free, just the PNG. I believe the map that they sourced was free. So I'm not trying to take it and like resell it for somebody, but they do want it animated. And I will at least charge my client the hourly for doing the work for the recreation. So yeah, release the Kraken. I don't know why we're saying this, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. My back's a little squirrely right now. I'm gonna take a stand up, a 5 minute, and kind of just get myself in a good spot. I'm glad I got some viewers. So the goal for today, with my new Friday night streams, for those that can join us, and for our new friends, is we'll do a Q&A and kind of see what y'all think. Either the community would like as a free map, if any of y'all are looking for a map for something you're doing, maybe a one shot you've been brewing, and you're like, oh, I just need a map for it, or maybe you'll make a one shot for a map, and maybe we can start that process right now. But why don't we take a quick little break here, and if you all have any ideas for a map, then cool, awesome. It could be as simple as, hey, Caretographer, make this type of biome for your new next roadmap, and I'd be like, awesome, let's do that, because all my roadmaps are free too. So let's figure something out together, and we'll make a map for the community as a community. I'll be back in just a short little siesta, nothing more. Hi everybody, I'm back. So what, we just got lurkers tonight? No ideas. It's okay, it's the first ever free maps Friday. So we're building the community. I don't know, I'm gonna just chill. Gotta do a whole bunch of exporting. Gotta check this out. Perilous shores. Oh, I did want to find out. I want to. Oh wow, this is awesome. This is like a random map generator. How do you like that look? Oh, nice. All free stuff. Patreon support, please. I can change the color and the line work. Antique. Apply. Black and white. Oh, no. Oh, I did not want to do that. Apply. Ah, maybe I'll just take their takes of their pieces. You know, they got some cool. How do I open? Let me just show. I'm pretty sure I can show you what I'm playing around with here, like so. Just ignore the stuff in the background. Yeah, cool. So you can see what I'm looking at here. Um, Toggle forest type with the F key. Oh, there it is. No, no, come back. Give me those jungle trees. I saw them. Yes. So I take I take these jungle trees and I impose them onto my map around the outsides. Um, Toponomy, is that topography? Is that up the heights and stuff? Okay, control click a map. Okay, we don't want those. There we go, I got rid of that. Um, R, switch tilt mode. Is that just flipping it back and forth? I believe it is. I have some mountains I could use here. I could make them bigger. So essentially what I'm doing, I'm like fishing for things that I can use on my treasure map that I've already made that I've put into a thing. Into one of my landing pages, I should say, not a thing, my landing page. I need trees, I need a mountain, I guess these little grass pieces work. Oh. Add danger, new region, parameters. I could take that skull, I could put that skull on my gravestone. Oh yeah, that we're gonna do. Right click, export as a PNG. This program is it's a website, as you see up top. It's called whataboo.itch.io/perilous shores. It creates, it's an auto-generating map for etc. What you see here, it auto-gens, like region maps and stuff. I'm using it to make myself a treasure map. I'm taking pieces from it. And let me open up GIMP. And I'll just bring y'all with me for a little bit. And I'll just freestyle, play around. Okay. So let's go to our downloads. Bring you over here. Nice. Look at these beautiful, beautiful pieces of beautifulness. Control C. Control V. New layer. Control Shift S. Undo that. Shift and drag. No. Undo that. Control and drag. There we go. So that way it scales. Perfect. Nice. Look at that. Just give it some flavor. It was missing some flavor. Maybe take this building. And put it underneath my moon and star. Um. Oh snap! Those are dead trees. Those aren't palm trees. Oh no! I gotta go back. What's the tree button? F. Come on, palm trees, palm trees. Give me palm tree. So sad. No, I mean they look like palm trees from far away, so we can just we can roll with that. I guess. We'll see how it looks. Um. Nice. I did leave this. Okay. Ah. They're going smaller. We gotta get in there. Yeah, so like, I think this is like one of the reasons why I love Dungeon Alchemist is because it's like as an artist I have a lot of ideas and stuff. I'm just like I've never was actually like trained or went to school for art or anything, but that doesn't mean I'm not an artist, you know. I just like I don't have the ability to create a lot of things, and I don't have a lot of skills and programs that I like never attained. And I have to learn all that stuff, and it makes it really hard to make, you know, graphical art sometimes when you're like, I have these ideas. If I could just like draw it on a piece of paper and bring it onto the screen, like I could figure it out, right? But um, it doesn't really work like that. You know, the things don't translate all the same. I've actually literally tried doing that, where you like you take a drawing and try to bring it onto a computer. It doesn't just doesn't look the same. You can try tracing it and stuff, but then you get into the grounds of like you still have to like actually make the lines appear, you know, in that manner. So tracing is definitely easier in a lot of regards, but you got to figure out how to trace, right? It's an entirely new tool. Going small again. Getting surgical. So the goal is we just zap this a couple times with our erase bucket, and we're left with a bunch of just black trees, little trees, to fill up this patch. Is option one, option two? We can just overlay it. No, because of all the stuff. There you go. I don't know why. I was like, I pressed the space bar earlier and it just like was doing all this other stuff. I like the little gray bit on them. I don't want that to go away. I just want the white spots gone. Just struggling to find myself a pirate themed stuff, you know, like where are my palm trees at? Why am I using just these dead trees? Use what we got. If it looks bad, whatever. You know, I'm just streaming. Like I said, I'm just hanging out, freestyling, and we're seeing what happens. A lot of times with art, this is the jazz. Almost done. Cotton trees in bloom. Sound like this one little dude hanging out over here. We gotta beat it. Let's find any other scrammy white chilling around. Let's see. Raise. There we are. So I'll show you what this map's gonna be actually. Um, this file, save. I'll show you exactly what it's gonna be. So it's a treasure map for a landing page. So you've seen a lot of my tropical island map stuff that I've been making, Volcano Island as I call it in my file saves. Um, so that map essentially is a large map that has several battle maps on it. So I made an island, several battle maps, right. Um, and so I made a landing page for that module essentially. So if someone is going to run it online, they would have a landing page for their for their game, right? So they would beginning of the night, start at 7 p.m. Right, 7 p.m. They bring up their landing page. Everyone says hi, hey, how are you doing? And then on this landing page, I have given several options for it, features, I guess. So there's 3 landing pages on one. So you see this is a very large open water map, which I just did that just so I could have a horizon effect on the actual cinematic. So essentially, I have a 2-minute video of this animated desk, which is the animated background that you'd have on your owlbear, on your foundry, what have you. You see the treasure map down there in the bottom that I put down that I'm trying to rapidly trying to make look cool and look, like a real ass treasure map. The more I can make it look like a real ass treasure map, the less it'll stand out, and the less it stands out, the better. Because this treasure map is like an Easter egg on my island, for players who are showing up early, paying attention, and maybe have a natural perception, uh, themselves as a person, not a player, and they see this treasure map and they go, "Oh, this treasure map has 3 features of like stuff like, hey, I've seen that hot springs. We totally seen that hot springs. Like that graveyard. Oh, that's totally like, so like, oh, 1, 2, 3. This treasure map's for the island we're playing on. Like, yo, guys, let's go find this treasure, right? So it's kind of like my whole concept and idea for that. And then so this would be the first landing page one, and then in the upper left hand window here and the upper right hand window here, you would program, if you're on like Foundry, you could program arrows so that players could then click the screen and then zoop. And I really wish if I had the ability to, I don't have all the tools, but if it was like an actual video that zoomed you over to it. I mean, that wasn't even that bad. If I could land it perfect. Then you click here, do, zoop, and then so this is landing screen 2. The players can then, if you're playing in Foundry, again, you can code these titles here to be actual clickable things. The players can click on the villa, say, hey, we're gonna go to the villa, opens up the villa map. Oh, we're gonna go up the path now. Click on the path, opens up the path map. They find the hot springs. They go, oh shit, the hot springs in the landing page. What's the, so, and then over here, I just did like an indiscriminate open board with note paper so that like the players can put quest notes, any like information, what we're gonna do next session, stuff like that. It's like an optional third landing page. So it's like 3 landing pages in one in this little hut that I've made. Um, yeah, you see, like I see, it literally, it's so funny, but like I did I didn't do all the work because I took the volcano map studio, which is the one I was taking pictures of the volcano map, which I needed get eggs, get milk, yeah. Um, I needed a backdrop, so I did like 100 tiles back behind the volcano so I could take pictures of the volcano for like this picture right here, stuff like this, and like the the cover and the back to our module document as well. Um, and so then I just deleted the island and then made it a even 100 by 100 square so that I could have this, open water studio that I could stick this island in. So like this would take an hour, 2 hours maybe to actually mill this out, unless you jumped into the code and played around with the code, which I don't know how to do and don't really want to do. But I already had most of the work done, so all I had to do now I just have an open water map. Just now, whenever I want a water thing, hey, I have water. Um, if there's ever another island module, if this one's successful and people want to go to the next one, sure, great, awesome. Um, so that's what I'm making. So I'm trying to spruce this up, and you can tell me what you think. I just did the Purple Poppers Pirates. Purple Poppers is an idea I came up with a couple characters back, um, where my father had given me a very nice dragon hand crossbow, which is like 2d6 elemental damage, and I was like level 8, and I was just like, yeah, if I'm gonna pick a blue item, I'm picking that. So yeah, crazy. So I made a story to justify the OP item pick, and I came up with the idea. My father's group of robber barons were the purple poppers, right? Um, so then I was like, oh, pirates, PPP, purple popper pirates. That's perfect, awesome. And then here's my little tale. Ye be searching for where the treasure be, take notice of the symbols three. Firstly, you be needing the key, hung in the middle of 5 banana trees be. Lastly, 50 paces from the spring is where you'll find my shiny thing. So I just made this like it was like super quick. I just figured I'd just like smash something out. I think I changed that to the word five instead of the number five. Um, but yeah, I don't know. The map that they will see the hot springs where this leads to has specifically 5 banana trees. Um, like in a star like this. So I'm hoping that the players will realize hot springs there, awesome, and then if they can find the 5 banana trees on the map, they find the key, which brings them to 50 paces off map to, I guess, we either need to make another map that is the battle map for this. Um, my partner's gonna kill me because there's already so many maps. It's such a big document. They're dreading this. All the stuff that they have made has been pretty small, and I'm like, I want to make a big module, like a full presentation. Like Dungeon Alchemist has the ability to build, as you've seen, to build an entire island and then have battle maps for each part of that island and create a world all through Dungeon Alchemist in these maps, and not only a world, but then connect that world thematically with cinematics, with photos and videos and stuff like this, right? Like this is something that you don't get out of another map maker. This is something that is literally just another art project. Right. So I mean, you can most of my all of my maps for this module are all 25 by 25 battle maps, I believe. They're all consistently the same size, and I really wanted to make them feel like they're intimate spaces. Um, And then this island is really only like, I think it's like 40 by 40. It's really not that big, and the assets are blown up. So, I got to just sit there and like shift click all those jungle trees. Um, and then I made some of them bigger than the others. It's not all like mindless clicking, but so like that's not even really that big. I used to make really really big maps, and I found that A, processing power is difficult. B, resolution is huge because DA has a really good resolution. Therefore, if you have a really big map, then you're multiplying that resolution astronomically, right? So it's going to take the good resolution and make a lot of it. And so it's like you have these huge documents that are like not transferable, and I'm in the market of trying to, make maps that I can, give to people for free. And then, if people want to support my work, they can as well. So I'm trying to give these maps out. So they need to be in a size that is givable, right? So A and B, I really think that like the more tiles, the harder the job, right? Like a 20 by 20 map takes like a few hours to make it look good and to fill it up and to have it, look lived in. Like this right here, this space, my friend, is. Oh, let me get out of this. See how big this space is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a 15 tile space, right? Now, mind you, I redid a couple things to make it get a certain look, but this small 15 tile space took me 2, 3, I think 4 to 5 hours to fill this desk, to do this over here. I had to rearrange some stuff, and my ideas were bad, and I had to do new ideas, right? But altogether, to do this, and it's still not even done. It still could have a fake roof. It could still have this back here. It could have a front porch. It could have a fireplace. Like this map isn't even that much. Like this isn't even. It's just a landing page, right? So like I could have spent more time out here in that same amount of time. But this, then again, this island. Let's see how big this island is, right? 15 by 15, like 16 by 16, right? So that's gonna take me, like, if that was all a house and filled up properly, about the same amount of time, arguably, But then like 100 by 100, which I believe this is, yeah, this map is 100 by 100. So do you know how many hours you have? Just multiply it. We have a 16 by 6. We'll do 15 by 15. We'll say it's 20 by 20. That's 20. Play ball. It does. Everyone says it looks like a baseball field. It's a studio. You're not supposed to look at it from up here. So 20 by 20 squares. I believe there's 20 by 20 squares in a 100 by 100 map, right? So that's, let's say, 5 hours being gracious on each one. 5 times 5 is 25 hours minimum for your map, on a map that you can't even get your computer to render the entire thing when you try to bring it up. When you export it, it's going to be so far back, it's hard to even, so it's like I've done big stuff. I just don't like doing big stuff because unless I'm doing it for like my own 50-inch screen TV that I flipped on its side to be a play map, like it doesn't really apply to me in my life. You make maps bigger than 100 by 100? And where do you put these maps? Where do you put these maps? Like, what do you do with them? Do you print them out? Do you put them on like Owlbear? I know like Owlbear has a really small file size, so I don't think there's 100 by 100 maps fitting into Owlbear, even with premium. Oh, you just make them for your own, for funsies. Yeah, even a 60 by 60 map, like that's the if you've seen my circus map, that's a 60 by 60 map, and that took more than 25 hours, I tell you. Oh, word. So you're kind of just like lore building, world building, which is like what I love about it is like there's just so much thematic just like instantly given uh from Dungeon Alchemist. Come in here. Clean up all these trees that are on the line and on the symbol. And I'm glad I saved. I did this little beach shore transposing. I don't know what the word is. And I saved it. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do just like the basic what I need, just to get it on there, something on there. And I'm glad I saved it. And I'm also glad I didn't put my final version of this treasure map on the Steam file because I want myself to have that final version for when we release the module. And everything's like subject to change too, so it's like I don't even know what the item's gonna be. I don't know if that's gonna be the treasure tail. I don't know if we're gonna change this. I haven't even pitched it to my partner yet, so they might just be like, Mitch, we can't have another thing. We need to not have another thing, and I'll just be like, but I'll have it anyways. You can't control all the things that go on the document. Hey, CLO, take it easy. Nah, they're always going to be a work in progress. I could go back to any map I've made. Like even like the commission I started the night with, I was like I could have kept making more and more to it. I don't like anything above this, and I'm gonna taper the other ones off. So I get rid of this one. Get in here. Oh, get rid of this one. Perfect. What are you up to tonight, Ricky? Just hanging out, watching me. You got your hands on anything? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I normally play games on Friday nights, but I think I might turn it into my new streaming night because the wifey normally works on the Friday evenings, so it's a fair time for me to work on the Friday evening. I won't have any interruptions hardly ever, and as long as the kiddo sleeps and doesn't wake up, so perfect. This one, that one. It's like this is what it needed. It needed a little pizzazz. Oh, Sag. I think this needs to be over more. Why don't I take these two? Ah, there we go. Oh, whoopsies. There we go. Now I can merge it down. I need to do now. If I'm doing all this extra work, I need to have some type of mountain, and I need to have some type of cliff here. How's that the one I'm trying? How? And my problem with doing this was always like, this is too obvious now. But it's a treasure map. It's not supposed to like not be obvious. Like the whole point of a treasure map is to tell you where the treasure is. Oh, that's such a good line. I'm finding that I'm getting much better with my mouse hand. And like I would like call for the I guess it just goes to show how much I use the drawing pad, but and how much I actually mouse. Hmm. Hmm. No, see, I did all that work and I don't like it. It requires more detail. Well, before I delete that, let me at least look at this. Trees. We gotta go to this. Oh, yeah, it is. Let's see. I don't need you anymore. Maybe these guys would just be like a nice little final touch. To fill up the space. No, what happened here? No, no, what happened? There we go. Export as. Let's go pop it in, see how it looks with the upgraded version. I'm excited. You excited, Ricky? Tell me you're excited. Yeah. Cat, cat, cat. To the map stamp. Okay. No, no, no. Ah, camp. Glad I saved. Sometimes when it exports, it doesn't export. Oh, because I never hit this thing. I mean, maybe I did. Who knows? Oh. Treasure map stamp 2. There we are. I was saving the wrong place. Oh! Is Alex super good or what? So we move the whole thing over a schmidger. We got plenty of space above for text. Up in that top right. Doesn't that look way nicer just because it's busier, you know? And like I have this art style with the trees here, the skull, those things, the beach outlining. I might even stencil the beach with a black line. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. What do you think? Give it like a black line swoop. And then it's just like just orienting it on the page the way I want. I think I might switch purple poppers over here and put it above the X marks the spot, and then put this the text up here, kind of written a bit more squarely. But yeah, you honestly you can't tell that those aren't palm trees. They look like palm trees. Alright, my dude. I'm gonna go play some games. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna hop off for a bit. We'll be on another time soon. We'll see you, Ricky. Have a good night. Take it easy. Take care.